In part 1 of our cozy fall living room makeover, we assembled the new sofa, went antiquing for fall inspiration, and styled the coffee table. Now in part 2, I'll share a cool hack to make your sofa feel and look a little bit more luxurious, and we'll be styling the built-ins with some vintage and thrifted treasures. These are the types of books I'm looking for. They're the Reader's Digest, and it's going to be like finding a needle in a haystack because they have stuff everywhere when it comes to books. I don't know if they're actually categorized. They may be, but these are the ones I'm looking for. Found some more down here. I don't want the purple. I just don't think that will go well, but I do like the green, and it has kind of a light rust color to it, so that one is a yes. Here's what I've come up with so far. Now some of these do have the covers on them, and I'm not going to have them like that, but like this. I like the gold writing on there. So I put them together just to see how everything kind of looks together, because I do have some already on the shelves. I know I'm going to need more than this, but for now I think these are the best ones that I can find. For the bottoms of the built-ins, I am going to be putting these trays. I found these trays on Wayfair's website 3 or 4 years ago. May be longer than that, I'm not sure. These are from the Kelly Clarkson line. I do have a mirror in my foyer from Kelly Clarkson line on Wayfair. I love this. A lot of her stuff has kind of a French country look to it. They did also have these in black. I don't know if they still have these trays for sale on Wayfair's website. If they do, I will link them. I love a tray because for me, I don't care if you have a mess on the coffee table, a shelf, bookcase, or whatever else. You contain it all in a tray and it automatically just looks a little bit more organized. The tray also helps anchor everything. I like symmetry. I don't care if things are matchy-matchy. I don't really want them to match perfectly, but I do like symmetry. So while the books we have on both sides and I have the trays, some things are going to be similar, some may be identical, but that's not really what I'm going for. I like Curated, obviously. I like to pick up things and buy things that bring me joy. And they may not bring joy to other people, but for me they bring joy, even if it makes no sense to other people. If I know I can walk past it, look at it, and it just gives me this feeling of happiness, and I love seeing it every day, that's what I go for. I've often said, style your home for a feeling and don't style it for other people. And I always have to have blue and white in every room. I think I have it in every room except for Mr. C's office. I think that's the only room I don't really have blue and white, at least in the rooms that I have already styled. There's a lot of rooms that don't have anything in it, but I think a pop of blue and white is so beautiful. It's very traditional. I love it. For me, I think blue is a neutral. I found these beautiful faux shagreen leather boxes on Amazon maybe 3 or 4 years ago. They came in a set of 3. The third one is in my sitting room. I have the remote inside of it. Shagreen is leather and it's made from aquatic animals. This is not the real thing. Those are super expensive. These are just like the knockoff shagreen. I love these. I love the brass handle. It goes really well with the brass handles that are on the built-ins. So I'm going to be placing this on this side. And so when I say I want symmetry and I want things that are similar. I don't have 2 more boxes of the exact same thing to go on the other side, but I am going to put a similar, I guess, size or similar shape on the other side just to kind of balance it out. And I know me, and I know I will be tweaking this for weeks, maybe months, who knows. I like to get a feel for things before I actually start moving things around and taking things out or adding more in. That's the problem with me. I get so far ahead of a project. I get so excited about doing something. I don't think things through sometimes because I get so excited, but I am trying to teach myself to just wait, just let something be for a while and just see if you like it. I like shopping my home. That's why I like buying things that can go in any room of my home, because sometimes I'm not tired of the item. I'm just maybe tired of where it's at in my home. So I will just swap things around, play with things. I love doing that. That's why I like buying things that can coordinate with other areas in my home. And I like a running theme. If you see, dried boxwoods in my home in the kitchen, I also have smaller ones in the bathroom. I like things to have a reoccurring look to them. So I want the rooms in my home, I don't want them identical, but I do want there to be a theme or something that that it ties it all together. I guess that's what I'm going for. And that's why I like shopping my home. I like changing things around without having to go out and buy new things. I was looking at all the lamps. For those of you who are new to my channel, I resell on my second channel. I do have 2 channels. On the other one is thrifting and reselling. And I like to look for things like small lamps to resell. Well, I found these. And I love the shape of them. I love that they were on wood. And I love that they had like an asymmetrical look to them. Whoever was trying to sell these at a little boutique store tried to sell them for $49.50, but the thrift store had them on sale for $5 a piece. And I thought, those were just adorable. I know I could put these somewhere. Well, I looked around at the thrift store for some little lampshades. Couldn't find any, but I found these on Amazon, and I think they were less than $25 for both of them. But I thought, how adorable is that? Now, they're not going to put off a lot of light. They're just little, what I call accent lights. And I think they'll be really sweet inside of the built-ins, especially once I get some artwork inside of it. It'll kind of highlight the artwork, but I absolutely love this. I found a third one that's a little larger and also found a pleated shade for it that I need to find a place for it. It may go on the coffee bar. I'm not sure just yet, but these were just too sweet to pass by. I wanted to go back to the thrift store. They close in a couple of hours to get more of the books. Now, I don't think I'm going to have enough little elements to style each of the built-ins, and I don't have all the artwork either, but I'm not going to rush into it. I'm not going to go and just try to find something just so I can finish a video and show you what it's going to look. I think that's the fun of it. It's curating these things, and it's just finding them while you're on all these adventures, going to the thrift store, the antique store. That is the fun for me. So I'm not going to stress out about not having all the little elements just right in the built-ins. But before I go to the thrift store, I want to share with you how I'm going to make the sofa a little bit more luxurious. These have polyfill in them. I'm not a big fan of the polyfill, mainly because I like getting that karate chop, and I like feather and down inserts. So I went online and I found some feather and down pillows. I purchased some of these from Amazon, the smaller ones. The larger ones I purchased from a website called Rejuvenation. All of the pillows, the feather pillows, were on clearance. And I tested one out, and just having the feather in there, it didn't seem like enough. So I did try it with the feather and leaving the polyfill in there. And they actually looked really good. It looked more tailored, more structured, and I like that look. It really took a lot of the wrinkles out of all the pillows. So I'm going to put all of these in here, and then I'm going to run to the thrift store, try to find 40 more books, and then finish the built-ins. And I did find some coasters. You know, we were at Boxwood. In the last video, I was looking at coasters they had there, and they were cute, don't get me wrong. But I'm very thrifty, and I went online to Amazon and I found some from Spode, blue and white, because as I mentioned, I like a touch of blue and white in a room. I think this looked really good on here, especially with the fall colors, the blue and the orange. You can't go wrong with those colors, but there's 6 in here. Very inexpensive. I will link them in case you're interested in checking them out, but they are from Spode. And they are absolutely beautiful. Just little cork ones, but I think they're gonna look really good here on the coffee table. I found what I think hopefully is enough books for here, and I just need one more on the other side. But as I was looking around, I didn't go through the whole store, but when I was ready to check out, I looked at some knickknacks they had on the shelf, and I found this. This is from the Bombay Company, and someone had their incense in here. I can smell it. But it was $6, has a beautiful lion on there. But I'm thinking of putting my matchsticks in here and leaving them here by the fireplace, because that's how I light the fireplace, with just matches. I love wooden matches. And I thought that was just beautiful. But I love the gold, I love the dark wood. So somehow I'm going to try to incorporate it in with the mantle. The mantle I'm keeping very simple for fall. I don't want to put a lot on there because I don't want to have to take a lot back off, because at Christmas I will overdo it a little bit more than fall. Fall, I just like to keep it simple. Instead of putting the matchbox that I found on top of the mantle, I don't think it will look right. I thought I would nestle it here in between some of the books. That way it's easier just to grab and to light the fireplace. I'm just going to fill it with my wooden matches, and I love it because it already has the striker on the bottom, which is going to make it a lot easier to light the matches. But I think it'll look also good there just as a piece of decor. For the artwork, I like the way this one looks. I love the frame to it. This canvas does not have a frame. I'm thinking maybe putting 3 pictures here and maybe 2 over there, or just 1 large one. But I do love that it's oil paintings, and all of it is oil paintings of Italy. Absolutely gorgeous. I may leave this one as a canvas only. If I find a frame, I will frame it. And if I can find 1 more, I may move this around. Once again, I have to live with stuff for a little bit just to see if I like it this way. Now on the other built-in, I don't have any artwork to put in there. I did not have enough books, and I don't have enough items that I want to put at the bottom. I just have the tray, a vase, and a little lamp. But honestly, I think the journey of finding stuff is the most fun part. This to me is a really great jumping off point. So when we hit the thrift stores and antique stores, I know exactly what I'm looking for, and I won't buy things that are just going to sit in a box in my basement and never get used.